Registration of interest is now open for the Bronze Duke of Edinburgh Award next year. If you've not heard of the Bronze Duke of Edinburgh Award, it is an award that helps thousands of young people develop skills and competence, improve their well-being, and it also provides them a leg up when they go to apply for jobs, universities and college when it comes to them leaving school. It also gives them a great opportunity to contribute to their local community in a variety of activities that we'll explore a little bit later on, but these are hopefully experiences that a lot of our pupils take on with us. Previous Duke of Edinburgh programmes and awards that have been delivered have had excellent feedback, with pupils discussing various parts of the award for years after they left, and how much that helped them when it did come to building their confidence, and when it came to applying for jobs, universities and colleges later on. So if you are interested in the Duke of Edinburgh programme next year, this is what will be required of you. So we start in August, and the idea is that you will have to complete 3 sections. You will have to complete a volunteering section, a physical section and a skill section. Each of these will last for a minimum of 3 months, but one of these sections you will do for a further 3 months. So for example, you might want to choose to volunteer somewhere for 6 months, and then your physical and skills will be completed over 3 months. And these can all be completed at the same time to ensure that you're doing them concurrently, that it doesn't bleed into any exam time if you have any exams come next May. Once all these are finished, there will be a final expedition that will take place towards the end of the school year, usually in June, and a bit more than that later on. So if you are looking to register for interest, what you need to do is you need to have an idea of what you want to do for your different sections. On the screen just now is a list of volunteering opportunities that that the Duke of Edinburgh recommend. In previous years, we've had people volunteering with stables, volunteering in libraries, Strathcarron Hospice, and even just in school clubs around the school. There are a variety of opportunities that pupils can explore if they want to volunteer anywhere. And this is really about giving back to the community, giving back to their local area. And most people that have taken part in the volunteering sections have really just raved about how much they got back from it themselves and how rewarding the experiences has been. What you will also need to do is you'll need to complete a physical section, and this is usually related to sports. Usually this is things that people already do if they're already part of a football team, a tennis club, a swimming club, and that's totally fine. If these are things that you already do, you can continue to do these as part of your Duke of Edinburgh award. And finally, you will also be expected to do a skill. And again, this is very similar to previously, where you would do, if you already do something like playing guitar or any other musical instruments, if you already do dance, these are skills that you can continue on and do as part of your Duke of Edinburgh award. So for each section, like I said before, 2 of the sections are completed over 3 months and 1 section is completed over 6 months. Once those have been successfully completed, that will allow you to go on the expedition that will be in June next year. To complete each section, what you need to do is, across the 3 months, you need to take part in the activity for at least 1 hour per week. So you can do all these things throughout the week. So you can volunteer for 1 hour, physical for 1 hour, and do your skill for 1 hour a week. 3 hours a week committing to Duke of Edinburgh, and by the end of it, you will be able to go on the expedition. What you also need is you need what is called an assessor, and this is someone who can write a report at the end of your 3 or 6 months, basically vouching about your progress and how you've developed over the 3 or 6 months that you've taken part in that activity. It is important to say that no family members or friends can be assessors, and this will be flagged early on, and if you do not have an appropriate assessor, you will not be able to continue with the award. Now, the main part of the Duke of Edinburgh Award, once all those have been completed, is the expedition. And as I said previously, this always takes place in June. Throughout the year, we have a lot of training sessions on a Monday after school that will prepare pupils for the expedition. And then in June, they will complete a final expedition. We will also have a practice day walk that will allow pupils to have the opportunity to see what it's like to carry a heavy backpack, and also to see what it's like to pitch a tent before they go and do the final thing, which will involve a 2-day expedition and an overnight camp. And this usually takes place in the Falkirk area. So what is required from you is, if you are wanting to register interest, please complete the Google form that has been attached to your Google Classroom and is also available via the link in your pupil and parent booklet, and is also being sent home to you. I know it says on the screen there that is the first come, first served basis, but this will also look at the quality of activities that you have chosen. So if you do not have appropriate assessors, or if you do not have things that were deemed suitable for the Duke of Edinburgh Award that may not be considered. So please do have a look at the lists that have been sent out and the lists that are available on the Duke of Edinburgh website for recommended activities for you to take part in. Once that has been completed, we do expect that the Google form will have a lot of interest, and that we will get a lot more interest than there is spaces. And as I say, this will be vetted as best as we can. We will also look to do a ballot once we have the list of names that have appropriate activities there. And if you're chosen from that ballot, it will be expected that you pay a £55 enrolment fee, and the deadline for that will also be sent out to the parents or guardians of pupils that have been chosen. What you also need to make sure that you can do is that you can commit to training sessions, and these training sessions are always on Monday evenings, and it is absolutely compulsory that you attend these sessions. They will not be every single week throughout the school year, but there is various ones throughout the school year that the timeline lists on the pupil and parent booklet. If for whatever reason you think that you cannot make one or two of these sessions, that is totally fine, as long as you come and say to a member of staff. However, if Monday night is not suitable for you and you cannot attend any sessions, you will not be able to complete the Duke of Edinburgh Award, because it's important that you get the training and the information that's passed on to you at these sessions. What you will also need to do is you will also need to upload regular evidence as you go on. So each week, uploading evidence of what you have taken part in. Usually this involves a photograph, but what we expect is we expect all pupils to have a reflection where they actually write a detailed paragraph of what they did that week. Just, reflecting on what they did, saying how they felt about it and what they plan to do next week, which really just shows they have reflected on what they have done for their chosen activity. So if you are interested, please make sure to fill out the Google form, and we'll be in touch in due course if you've been successful in signing up for the Duke of Edinburgh Award.